There's a lot of guys that come here and retire, but they want to have a business. Business in the Philippines for a foreigner is very risky. Do you mind? Business is very risky, it's very difficult, and let's say you had a business. Are you willing to work 10 or 12 hours a day and make 20 bucks? Probably not. A lot of businesses fail, and when you get here, you hardly see any foreigners operating a business. Why? Because they fail, right? There's corruption and all the rest. So, but I do see some, and if you go back in my YouTube channel, I always put in the title, Businesses a Foreigner Can Do. I found a new one. It's pretty simplistic, and I think it would do good. So we had a festival here, and guess what they had? They had the bounce house. You know, the thing where the kids get in and they jump around and there's a compressor keeping it full of air. They had 3 bounce houses. One had a little mini slide, and you get the idea. You can buy those here for $1,000 to $1,400, and it's the same thing that you would see in America. It would hold like 20 kids. So here's the business idea. You find a space, especially in the province, you find a space that's got a significant amount of room. You want to have 3 rooms that are rectangle in shape with one long table that 20 relatives can sit at and have their dinner and have their party and have fun and video. And then you would have 3 of those rooms. So you could run 3 parties at the same time. And out in the bigger area, you would have a bounce house. And then you would have a netted up enclosed area with a rope and those balls that the kids all jump in. Now, how much would all that cost? I would say $5,000 or $6,000. Now, if you want to break it down and keep it real simple, you can just do the metal poles and a tin roof. Who cares about? It's never going to be cold. You could have a couple of big fans and have open access to the outside. You don't have to spend big bucks to make a fancy place like in America. The other thing that I would do is I would add Wi-Fi, and let's face it, some of the people that are funding those parties live outside the country and they're sending the money home for the kids' party. And you could hook up the camera in each one of the restaurant or the rooms that the people are occupying, and the person outside the country can live stream and watch. And then you can also do this. You can take a bounce house or 2 and take it around. Okay, what were the people paying when we had the fiesta and they had the bounce house? 1 kid, 100 pesos, 1 hour. Do you know how many kids I saw rolling through there? Dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens. Okay, that adds up to a sweet penny. You could do the mobile part where you take a bounce house or 2, put it in your truck, take it to the party or the function, and you charge them. If it's a party and it's a one-time fee, okay. If you're at a function, then you do the 100 pesos per kid, and you know, you can make decent money that way. So that's a safe, no frills, nothing fancy. You don't have a big cash outlay, and you could operate that. I think if you crunch the numbers, you might not be super rich on it, but it would be a great supplement to your retirement. And you know, you can look on Lazada, Lazada. It's the Filipino version of Amazon. And so if you have any questions about that business idea, or you're an expat here in the Philippines and you're already running a business, the guy in our town is a German, and he runs a gas station, and he does wildly successful because of his location. You know, there are businesses out there that you can do. Anyway, hit me in the comments and I'll chat you later. Okay, I forgot to add this. I'm in the middle of nowhere. There's a 7-Eleven, 2 restaurants, and that's it. There's no Jollibee, there's no McDonald's, there's no nothing. And so when we had this festival, there was 2 things, there was lots of things to eat. 2 of them were absolutely maximum, full, with a line to get the food. What was it? Because as a businessman, I'm looking and I'm like, wow, they are in line. Shawarma. If you don't know what shawarma is, it's from the Middle East, and it's just meat, cabbage, a cucumber, tomato, whatever, and some sauce, and they wrap it up in a burrito wrapper. You can buy burrito wrappers, and you don't have to make shawarma the official way. You can just cook the meat and make the shawarma, and it was 2 shawarma for 119 pesos. And the other one was Inasal chicken. Inasal chicken is a Filipino dish. It's marinated with a special marinade, and then you can fry it in a frying pan, you can grill it, and let me tell you, it's a well-established phenomenon, Inasal chicken. It's always crowded. Those 2 right there would be something that the grown-ups would buy. You can also buy the little 10-inch frozen pizzas. I mean, they're garbage, I'm not gonna lie. That's not like American pizza. But hey, it's pizza, and Filipinos like it. So you could sell shawarma, pizza, and if you wanted to do the Inasal chicken, you're gonna have 3 options. You're gonna earn more money at that bounce house if you add that on. So anyway, hit me in the comments, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll chat you later.